Hello to all of my peeps. It's so good to see you here today. From my chair, episode 87. And I have a new friend. Remember a couple weeks ago I had an epic fail? Yeah, Kitty Bug epically failed. So I have Kitty Bug Jr. today. Kitty Bug Jr. I know I'm going to try my hand at a succulent again. We'll see how it works. So far, so good. So far, so good. I got this at my mom's when I was visiting her for Thanksgiving. So yeah, so far so good. We'll see how it goes. So Kitty Bug Jr., or I guess you can name it Kitty Bug 2.0. I don't know. We'll see. So far so good with it, and maybe I won't kill this one. Thank you for joining me this week as we open up another personality box. We're going to open a very unique, very intense box. Box 4. We could also entitle this, according to my resource material, Go Away But Don't Leave. The Go Away But Don't Leave box. This is a pretty intense box that we're going to study today. Our quotes, let's do this first one with from Tim Burton. If you've ever had that feeling of loneliness, of being an outsider, it never quite leaves you. It never quite leaves you. From Tim Burton. Then our next one, from Sylvia Plath, it's I am solitary as grass. What is it I miss? Shall I ever find it? Whatever it is. These two quotes sum up the complexities of the 4 box. So what's it? Let me cite my sources. The Road Back to You by Ian Cronin and Suzanne Stabile, and The Path Between Us by Suzanne Stabile. Great resources. I'm enjoying studying them and handing information to you. So here we go. You ready? What is it like to live in a 4 box? What's it like? I'm just going to go ahead and let us all in on a little secret. That's not so little if you know a 4 box, or you are a 4 box, or you love a 4 box. Let you in on something. Here we go. They are the most complex of all personality box types. Okay, they're very complex. Because what you see is never what you get. There are always more layers of things going on underneath the surface, and I quote. So, put on your seatbelt. It's going to be a roller coaster of a ride today from my chair studying this box. So, here we go. What's it like to live in a 4 box? Number 1, I like things that are unconventional, dramatic, and refined. I'm definitely not a fan of the ordinary. 4 boxes do not like ordinary things. They are a fan of the unconventional and the dramatic. You're going to see that a lot today. Number 2, what's it like? I have so many feelings in a day, it's hard to know which ones to pay attention to first. 4s don't have feelings, they are their feelings. Now, last week, remember with 3 boxes? They do feelings. They don't have them, they do them. For a 4 box, they don't have feelings, they are their feelings. Their feelings form the basis of their identity. They aren't satisfied with regular run-of-the-mill feelings, they want supersized feelings. Do you have somebody in your mind right now? You do, don't you? Supersized feelings. Nothing's ever simple, run-of-the-mill, ordinary. It's supersized. Everything is supersized with as far as the feelings are concerned. Here we go, number 3. I'm self-conscious. It's hard for me to find my place in a room full of people. In social situations, I tend to hang back and wait for others to approach me. Interesting. Number 4, what's it like to live in this box? I don't like mediocrity, superficiality, or people who are unsparingly optimistic all the time. They don't like all the happy. They do not like that. Do not try to cheer them up if they're in the mully grubs. Don't. They do not like mediocrity. They don't like run-of-the-mill or superficiality. They, in fact, overly happy people give me a headache. I'm just saying. That's what it's like to be in a 4 box. Overly happy people give them a headache. Number 5, I love this. I am known for wearing clothes that set me apart and attract attention. I make it look like I threw it together, but trust me, it was well thought out. And I quote, are you thinking of somebody right now? This is what it's like to live in a 4-box. If they come out, and I have a 4-box peep, and sometimes you look at them, you have to do a double take. It's like, seriously? They think that looks good? But they do. They love it, and they, oh, I just put this together. No, it was well thought out because they're very unique individuals. They love to stand out in a crowd. They're very unique individuals. Number 6, I love beauty and art. I love beauty and art. I decorate my home to reflect my originality and create things that give expression to my feelings. Number 7, oh, this is interesting. We're going to talk a lot about this today. Melancholy is comfortable for me. So it's annoying when people try to cheer me up. And it's not depression, it's not depression, it's melancholy, and it's very comfortable for them. I'm okay with sad songs, sad stories, and sad movies. And by the way, don't mistake melancholy for depression. They enjoy being melancholic. But unfortunately, let me say this for number 8, unfortunately, my melancholy can spiral into melodrama. Okay? Melancholy is comfortable for them. They like it. They enjoy it. Don't try to cheer them up. They don't want you to cheer them up. But unfortunately, that melancholy attitude and spirit, that it can spiral into a melodrama. I can take a minor disagreement with a friend and turn it into an opera. Okay? All of the theatrics, they often push away the people that they want to connect with the most. So it's a lot of drama, and they want to connect with people, but all of the theatrics eventually end up pushing a lot of people away that they would really like to connect with. Number 9, oh my, I feel like something important is missing from my essential makeup. I feel different, ashamed, uncertain about who I am, and I'm ill at ease in the world, and I quote, kind of like a wobbly front tire on a bicycle. But if they feel like the only way they can recapture that missing piece is by cultivating a unique image. So I'm missing something in the world, I don't fit, so I'm going to wear crazy clothes, I'm going to act drama-ish, I'm going to supersize everything so that I can recapture what I'm missing and try to figure out what I'm missing. They really do feel like there's an important piece missing in their essential makeup. Number 10. My moods are like a fast-moving weather pattern. In the blink of an eye, I can go from up to down, back to average, then plummet, then soar, and finally return to baseline. If you're a 4, if you know a 4 and love a 4-box, you're so here. It's like, it really is like a literal roller coaster ride with feelings and with emotions. In a blink of an eye, they can go from up to down, back to average, then plummet, then soar, and finally return to baseline. And that can all be just like that within the space of a few minutes if you know and love a 4-box, or if you are a 4-box. So then, what is the communication style of a 4-box? You ready? I love this slide. This is, woo, this personifies a 4-box. Laments. Laments. That's the talk style. That's the communication style of a 4-box. They are drawn to all things tragic, longing, lamenting, yearning, regretful sighs, self-expression. They can always be counted on to tell the sad stories. That's their talk style. Laments. Relationships are complicated with a 4-box. In unhealthy spaces, and I quote, they tend to be manipulative, playing the role of victim in order to create or maintain relationships. They want to be the victim. Why? Because they want to maintain or create relationships. They're very, very high in relationships. In fact, relationships are the stage on which the drama of a 4-box's life unfolds. Lots of drama in a 4-box, and it hinges in relationships. We see that a lot in relationships. They can be high maintenance friends or spouses. They're always scouting around for the ideal someone who is going to help them overcome their feeling of unworthiness and complete them. They're always looking for just that perfect person to remember the picture with the head and the missing puzzle piece. They're always looking for someone, a relationship, to put that missing piece in there, to fill that void, to make them feel complete. But they want to overcome that feeling of unworthiness and complete them. And they are high maintenance. 4 boxes are intense. They want to dig down to the heart to deal with whatever's going on between you and them. Oh, it's not like a 3. Not like a 3 box. 3 box, they want to ignore all of that stuff. A 9 box, they want to shield themselves from it. But no. A 4 box, no. We're getting to it. We're going to get to the heart of this thing, and we're going to talk about it till the cows come home, until we get to the heart of what's going on. They are feelings. There are a lot about the feelings and emotions, and relationships gives them the drama that they need. They do have a reputation of being drama queens and crisis kings, which makes it tough for some people in a relationship with 4 box. The 4's highs are a little too high, and their lows are just a little bit too low for most of us. So then, what is the primary struggle of a 4 box? Envy. Envy. You're like, envy? Yeah, but hang on a second, hang on. They envy the normalcy of others. They envy the normalcy of others. They envy the happiness and sense of comfort that other people have in life. Remember, they feel like they're missing something. They really do walk around feeling like they were put on this earth without something, and they got to find it, and everybody else has it, but they don't have it. And that they envy that in people, that we're happy with ourselves. We're happy with life. We're content with things. They don't want your house. They don't want your car. It's not that type of envy. Instead, they long for your less complicated life. That's what they long for. They don't want life to be so complicated. So that leads me to this. What is the go-to emotion for a 4 box? It's drama. Drama. That word can really sum up a 4 box. Drama. It's the Romeo and Juliet of irrational behavior. That sums up a 4 box very well. I watched one of my 4 box peeps not like their meal one time. And I always do illustrations about restaurants and things. But I watched one of my 4 box peeps not like their meal one time at the restaurant. And you think it was a scene from a Broadway play. I was like, seriously? Just send it back. It's okay. It's not that big of a deal. Oh, it's a big deal to them, and they want to make it big and drama. Like I said, supersized feelings. If you hurt their feelings, it's supersized. It's not just a little bitty thing. It's humongous. Given their love and identification with charged emotions, the mood of a 4 box is in a constant state of instability. They swing from one feeling state to another as skillfully and as quickly as a monkey swings from a tree branch to the next. That's how they go from emotion to emotion to emotion. Skillfully, quickly, from one emotion state, one feeling state to another, as quickly as a monkey swings from one tree branch to the next. So, Miss Edge, why in the world are they like this? And again, if you have one in your life, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So then watch. Here we go. Why are they like this, Miss Edge? 4 boxes, listen to the quote please, they yearn to join the party of life. But the absence of that fundamental something disqualifies them from getting an invitation. Okay? They've been exiled to the island of misfit toys. Yeah, that's what they feel like. And now's the time to watch it, around Christmas time. But that's what they feel like. They want to join the party of life. They want to enjoy the happiness and the excitement and the contentment that everybody else has. But they feel like they're missing their invitation to join. Something that they're missing disqualifies them from joining and getting that invitation. So then, I'm just going to be on an island. I'm just a misfit. I'm like a misfit toy. through some nameless fault of their own. So we need to grow. We need to grow. I want you to grow 4 boxes. I want you to grow. So what is your path to growth? What is your path to growth? All right, let's talk about this. I'm just going to tell you, it's just not going to be easy for you. It's not, but you can do it. You can do it. But I'll say this, no path to growth is easy. But once you jump in and start tackling it, you'll see, hey, I can do this. I can do all things through Christ, which strengtheneth me. You can do this. You can do this. So here we go. What is your path to growth for a 4 box? Number 1, you need to hear this very loud and very clearly. You ready? There is nothing missing in you. Did you hear Miss Edge? There's nothing missing in you. God did not place you here on this earth with a vital part of your essential makeup missing. Why would he do that? Take your Bibles and go to Colossians chapter 2, verse number 10. You need to hear this. I'm going to give you a little bit of Greek today. Colossians 2, verse number 10. Verse number 9 says, "For in him dwelleth all the fullness of the Godhead bodily." Verse 10, listen. "And ye are complete in him." The rest of the verse says, "which is the head of all principality and power. And ye are complete in him." That Greek word complete, listen, it means to furnish. It means to fill to the full. It means to fill to the top so that nothing shall be wanting to full measure. You need to take the part of that verse, "and ye are complete in him," and you need to plaster it everywhere. You need to meditate on it and think about it. When those feelings of there's something missing in me. No. God did not put you down here on his wonderful, amazing earth to do something and not equip you with everything that you needed to get that job done, to get his will done. There's nothing missing in you. Ye are complete. You're full. You're filled up. Nothing wanting, so that nothing shall be wanting to full measure. You're complete in him. You've got to understand that. And you've got to use that as your path to growth in your 4 box. There's nothing missing. There's nothing missing. Number 2, you must learn. This is hard, okay? The next couple are really, really difficult. Number 2, you must learn how to regulate and stabilize your emotions. It doesn't mean you need to stop having them. That's not what I'm saying. No. Well, you love your emotions. You're amazing. But you're going to have to learn to regulate them and stabilize them. Learn how to observe and detach from your feelings rather than exaggerate them, wallow in them, or act them out impulsively. Yeah. You're going to have to learn that. Detach from it rather than exaggerating them, wallowing in them, or acting them out impulsively. To do this, number 3, okay? I love this. I love this. To do this, you're going to need to cultivate what's called equanimity. Equanimity. I said, what the world? What the world are you talking about? That word, I don't know about that word. Okay, so listen to the definition. It refers to, and I quote, it refers to the ability to remain emotionally composed and steady regardless of what's happening around you. Isn't that good? You're going to have to learn that. In order for us to do number 2, in order for you to do number 2, how to regulate, must learn how to regulate and stabilize your emotions, you're going to have to cultivate equanimity. You have to, that ability to remain emotionally composed and steady regardless of what's happening around you. It's part of your path to growth. It's not up and down. Learn to stable that bad boy out. Again, we love your emotions. It's okay to have emotions and feelings, but let's level them out a little bit. Let's balance them out a little bit with equanimity. Number 5, you are not your feelings. Path to growth. You must understand that you are not your feelings. Remember, feelings are like waves on the surface of the ocean. Don't attach or identify with them, but rather with the vast ocean beneath the waves. Okay, you want to ride the waves. I want us to get down deeper to what's underneath. There's not a lot of movement underneath the ocean. All the movement's on the top. Let's get down. Let's get down to the deep part where it's a little bit more steady. Number 6, watch out that you don't instigate a drama or a crisis with family or friends when your emotions start to feel run-of-the-mill. They'll do this. You'll do this. You're good at this, actually. When everything starts to get boring and humdrum and blah, you will instigate things with issues and crises with family and friends just to amp up your emotions. Stop. Don't do that. Don't do that. Watch out that you don't instigate the drama. Watch out. All the world is not a stage, and you are not Shakespeare. And I quote. The whole world's not a stage, and you are not Shakespeare. It's not all about you instigating drama because you feel a missing piece, and I need to show myself. No. Be careful. Number 7. Don't look for beauty and meaning only in the extraordinary or unusual, but in the ordinary and simple as well. Do you know that there's so much beauty in ordinary? I know. You don't like it. I know you don't. But there is. There is so much beauty and meaning in simplicity. The Bible talks about being careful not to take our simplicity take away the simplicity that is in Christ. Be careful that you have to have something all the time that's so big and supersized and extraordinary. Be careful. I want us to look for the beauty in the ordinary and in the simple. Get around people, 4 boxes. Get around people that push you to enjoy the simple and ordinary and not have to have everything always extraordinary and unusual. Learn to enjoy it. Life is ordinary, and that's okay. I'm just saying. Life is ordinary, and that's okay. And I quote, number 8. You'll need to accept that there's no such thing as a perfect relationship. Perfection lies in your ability to accept what is and make it into something better. Find an expression for an appreciation for what you do have. Go out of your way to find and express appreciation for what's present and unique in the people that you love rather than always focusing on what's missing. What do you have? What do you have? Appreciate that. Love that and appreciate that. Focus on that. And then, I love this, number 10. Have you ever seen that soft gaze that comes over a mother's face when she's looking into the eyes of her newborn? Okay, kind of like the picture here. You need to remember, 4 boxes. This is how God looks at you. This is how God looks at you. That soft gaze that a mother has for her newborn, that's how God sees you, 4 boxes. God sees, hears, and understands you. And your identity can only be found in Him. So don't settle for anything less. Don't settle for anything less. He sees you, He hears you, and He understands you. There's a lot of people, 4 boxes, I'll just be straight. There's a lot of people that don't understand you. Your God understands you. You're so extremely unique and amazing. Your God understands you. And your identity can only be found in Christ. And don't settle for anything less. So what amazing things do 4 boxes bring to the world? I'm glad you asked. I love this part. They are hardworking. They are generous. They are marvelously creative. Oh, my 4 box peeps are so creative. Goodness gracious. They can take something so simple and look at it and make it into something beautiful. I don't have that mind. I don't have that thought process. I can watch a 4 box peep take something so simple and make it into something so beautiful and creative. And I'm just sitting there being, how did you do that? How in the world did you make something so simple into something so beautiful? That's a 4 box. They are marvelously creative. They're very funny. They're very funny. They create a lot of comedic moments. They really do. They're really funny people. They are inspiring, and they bring out what's special in other people. I can't do that. A 9 box, a 1 box, an 8 box, they don't bring out what's special in people. A 4 box, buddy, they'll bring it out, and they'll bring it out quick. They know how to bring out get those creative juices flowing. And I love that. They are brilliant human beings. I love these three words. They add color, depth, and texture to our lives. I love that. They bring color. I'm not a personality, a colorful personality, but a 4-box has a way of bringing out color, a colorful personality, depth, texture, substance to people's lives. They have a way of bringing that out, and I love it. I love it. But probably, I've been so excited to get to this, probably my personal favorite thing that my 4-box peeps bring to my life, they are the most empathetic than any other box that we're going to study. They have such empathy. Such empathy. You know when you're in pain and you want someone to be with you who won't try to fix you or make you feel better, because sometimes you don't want anybody to fix you. Sometimes you don't want anybody to make you feel better. You just want somebody to sit with you. Reach out to a 4-box. Reach out to a 4-box. They know how to instinctively honor and bear witness to the pain of others. An illustration that I read in my resource material. If you need to go to the vet to put down a dog, don't call the 2-box. The 2-box will come to the vet with a casserole and a new puppy. Call the 4-box. They'll just go be with you. They'll just go sit with you. They'll just be with you. They won't try to talk you out of your sorrow, talk you out of your grief. They'll just sit with you and let you grieve. They know that there's nothing they can do to help other than to sit with you while you hurt and grieve until whatever emotion you're experiencing has finished its work in you. They just sit with you. They are the most empathetic of all the personality boxes. I love it. I try to solve the problem. I'll just be straight with you. Me, a 1-box, a 2-box, we want to solve the problem. We want to get it solved. We want to get it that 4-box. No. They don't need to solve it. They just want to sit with you and let your emotions run their course. I love their empathy. They give us the ministry of their presence. I love that. So then, what do 4-boxes need to hear? Are you ready? This is so important. We see you. We see you. But not only that, you are beautiful. You're so beautiful. And then, don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed. You are fully seen for who you truly are. We see you. You are truly beautiful. Again, I'm not telling you stop your emotions, stop your feelings, but let's grow. They don't have to be, your highs don't have to be so high, and your lows don't have to be so low. Let's balance it out a little bit. Make it a little bit easier. And you know what? You're not missing anything. You are complete in Christ. You're complete. He feels that missing piece. He feels that void in your heart. We see you. You're beautiful, and don't be ashamed. Next week, box number 5. This is my box, the analytical box. It's going to be an interesting box, and we'll study it next week. Don't forget, Lydia at 11 with leukemia. Now go be amazing today.